Spartans! Prepare for glory! Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. And folks, we have some green on our hands after weeks weeks of deep red. We finally have a green candle. That's something to celebrate, baby. And not only do we got a green candle, we have green dots flying in here. We're looking at a chart of Ethereum, and it is showing up here this week. So again, very, very important here. If you guys are following our strategy, we do not invest based off of our feelings, based off of what we think, based off of what someone else is saying on Twitter. We invest based off of the data. Okay, and if we scroll back here on Ethereum all the way back to 2022, let's just use 4 years of data. Okay, that's a pretty good amount of data. Okay, every time this wave comes down here and gives you a green dot for the last 4 years on Ethereum. Right here, you can count these if you want. Right here, right here, right here. Okay, we had some back here in December, but we got caught in a bull trap. Okay, but guess what? We got another signal now. So just because right here you bought it at 2,700 on Ethereum doesn't mean you should give up down here. You should just look for another reason to add to your position right here off the signal. But you can see the difference between these signals right here on Ethereum and this one is it has that shaded area underneath it. So what that's called on the indicator is a big green circle, where this is just a green dot. So a big green circle has the shaded area, which just indicates we have capitulated. Okay, so again, our goal here is to buy when this blue wave is down here below, okay, below the white line, and we want to sell when this wave is up here. So we've been referring to ourselves as farmers the last couple of weeks here, right? We're planting seeds down here. We're harvesting up here. I told you guys on TikTok today that there is literally one time a year, one good time a year. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, one good time. Had to let the kitty out. One good time a year to invest. Okay, one time a year. You get one shot every single year according to the charts. Okay, right over here in 2023. Okay, we can go all the way back again to 2022. 2022, you had the opportunity to buy right there in December. 2023, you had the opportunity to buy right here in September. 2024, you had the opportunity to buy right here in September. 2025, you had the opportunity to buy right here in April. And now here in 2026, you are getting another opportunity to buy. These signals don't come around every day, folks. You get like one shot a year. Every 365 days, you get a chance. Okay? You get a chance. And right now, at these prices, the indicator that has been correct for the last 4 years, okay, 4 years of data, not going off of what user 037269 says on Twitter, we're going off what this indicator has predicted to be the bottom for now 4 years in a row, okay? And we can scroll all the way out if we want to. We can go all the way back and see every time we were supposed to be buying was it when this wave was down here. If you can do that, and you can have the patience and wait it out, again, these are not day trade signals. This does not mean we're going to be back up at 5,000 tomorrow. No, 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 okay? You come over here to our trading rules under our onboarding section. If you guys are new, we do have specific trading rules that we follow here. You have to have a plan if you're going to invest. If you don't have a plan, you're going to get emotional, okay? And you're going to make emotional decisions based off of your feelings, okay? When you have indicators, when you have data, okay? Data, it eliminates the emotion. It doesn't matter what we think or what someone says, or nothing matters, right? When you have the numbers, when you have the data. We know right now it's time to be buying Ethereum because it was time to buy Ethereum back here in April. And again, I also said today on that TikTok that up here, after we go up 200-300%, okay, people are always like, dang it, I wish I would have bought down here, right? I wish I would have been buying down here, right? Because up here, it's too late. You're too late up here, okay? Sell signal came in August of 2025. You could see it clear as day. I can't make this up. You guys can use these same exact indicators to trade for yourself, okay? Right there. August 25th. That was right here at 4,500 to 5,000, somewhere in that range on Ethereum. We've pulled back for 7 months, and now retail wants to tell you a bear market's coming. We told you the bear market was coming back here in August, folks. Okay, we told you a pullback would come. We told you to take some profits right here in 2024. Okay, we just listened to the data, folks. We're not here to puff our chests out and tell you what we think. I'm just here to present information. That is my goal, to present information and to spread the good word of the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Okay, so again, up here, you're always saying, dang it, I wish I would have bought down here. Okay, very important, we stay disciplined and we stick to the plan. Blank out the noise, don't listen, don't try to figure it out. Look at the data, folks. Look at the data. We got Ethereum, we got Chainlink, we got SUI, we got Uniswap, we got XCN, not given one yet, we got Ray, we got Cetus given one. Cetus gave one last week. Okay, all these names are given signals, folks. So again, this doesn't happen every day. Okay, this happens once a freaking year. You get one shot every single year to make this happen. Okay, to really buy at good prices. Okay, because you're either buying when everybody's excited or you're buying when everybody's really bummed out and down in despair, right? We come over here to our cheat sheet. Again, we want to buy when people are not feeling good. No one's been feeling good the last month or two. That is when we want to dial in. That is when we want to buy. We want to buy after a pullback. We don't want to buy when everything's excited. We're preparing for when everything's exciting right now, okay? When retail is finally coming in, right? They'll be buying Ethereum up here at $7,000, right? They'll be like, Ethereum's the greatest thing to ever happen, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And those same people right now are the ones that are telling you that a bear market is coming and that we're going to go down for 4 years, okay? Doesn't matter what people say. Don't listen to user 7265999. You need to do your own research, okay? I'm here to present information. I'm here to present the data, what the indicators say. If you guys do not have the indicators, okay, you guys can download those right over here inside the Discord under the Trading Indicator tab. Just click on this link right here. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads up. You can use the same signals, the same EMAs, the same everything we talk about. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen when you go through that link right there. And the email is right there. And if you guys are new, I'd highly encourage you to learn the strategy and the indicators, right? You can do so over here in the free trading course, completely free. You guys can watch that here on YouTube. Just come over here, click on this playlist link, and that'll get you everything you need. So I love it, folks. I'm loving today. I mean, we've been waiting for this for quite a few weeks now, right? We've had a really bloody start to the year, but just because the year's starting off bad doesn't mean it's going to end bad. This is normally a good thing for the markets. This just tells us that we're going to catapult even higher. Think of it like a rubber band. You pull it back and snap, okay? Pull it back, snap back, okay? As long as we're buying good quality names right now, folks, you're seeing the signal pop up here in February. So let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's give it in the chat. Come on. Can I get a in the chat? Come on, baby. Yes, sir. And today we're going to be taking chart requests from the live chat and also over here from the Discord. You guys have the opportunity to drop your chart requests here in the Discord. Maybe you're watching the replay today. Maybe you can't make the live stream every day, but you guys can drop them over here. We open this up once a week. So right now we're just answering all of these names and names right here from the live chat. So if you got them in the live chat, go ahead and drop them. Drop your requests. Smash that like on the video, and we will just keep them pumping out here. But what I do have is everything loaded up here today in this playlist. So all these names over here under the chart request thread in the Discord here, okay, I got these loaded up in a playlist just so we don't have to go back and forth like that. I can just go down the list here today, and man, there is a lot of green. Look at Filecoin up 24%, Polkadot doing the Ripsky here up 27%, CIOG up big, Litecoin up big, Solana up 12%. You love to see it, folks. And if you're looking at the indicator, this move's just getting started, folks. This move is just getting started, right? This is the bottom down here. This is what that signal is telling us. This signal is telling us that that right there at $7 is the bottom for Chainlink. Okay, and I bought Chainlink literally 2 days ago over here, okay, on February 23rd. Why did I buy it? Not because of what Twitter said or what anybody thought or what everyone thinks. I bought it because there's a frickin' green dot popping up. Does that make sense? Okay, again, eliminate the emotion, eliminate the feeling. No matter how bad it is, we're playing the signals, folks. We're playing the data, okay? It doesn't matter what we think, what we feel. We're playing the signals, okay? So if the signal pops up, it's on you to take action. That is when we take action here. We want to buy the green dot down here below this white line. Okay, that is where we take action. So you're seeing it right here on Chainlink. It's looking phenomenal, dude. I'm loving that, dude. Loving that. And I think it's going to be a big 2026, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, our strategy, again, these signals are not day trades, folks. These are 1 to 6 month swing trades. Okay, let's go back to that chart of ETH. Again, when this signal came in April, look where it topped out. It topped out in August. We got the signal in August. April to August is 5 months. It took 5 months to go from $1,500 all the way up here to $5,000. That was a 224% gain. Meaning if you put in 10,000 down here, you made 10,000 down here, you made $24,000. Okay? So you have $34,000 now. We cash out, boom, we wait for a pullback, we get back in. That's how we approach the markets. Again, I cannot hone in enough on how important this is. Again, you get one shot a year, guys. One freaking shot a year to buy down here. One time a year. Okay? You get one opportunity. So I'll leave you with that. Again, this is not my opinion. This is what the indicator says. It's what it says. It says, hey, green dot, time to buy. Okay? Time to buy and hold. And again, we could go down tomorrow. We can go down next week. But in the end, this is a signal for 1 to 6 months out. So if you're truly 6 months out right now, this signal is a signal for you to buy and hold till, right, what is it? Let's just say it's March already. So we got March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, August, September, sometime in there. Okay, that is when we should be looking out from here. Okay, not tomorrow. Okay, if we have a red day tomorrow, everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, the green dot was wrong. You have to understand what the green dot is telling you. It's telling you to buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. That is our strategy. Okay, if you want to guess what tomorrow's price is going to do, go to an hourly chart. Okay, go trade an hourly chart or something. We trade the weekly. Okay, I want the 200-300% move. I don't care about the little 5% moves. I want to catch the big move, and I don't want to have to sit in front of my computer all day to have to trade. That's the benefit of swing trading. You can work a full-time job and still do this. Okay, checking your charts once a week. Okay, that's all you got to do. This week you got signals popping up, so stay dialed in. I'm seeing a lot of requests here for XRP. Okay, once again, where was everyone excited to buy XRP? It was up here. Okay, up here at $3 to $4. Okay, everyone's jumping around, telling you how great they are, telling you how great XRP is, having a good time. Big pullback, right, from 350 all the way down to $1.50. Guys, we've pulled back 63%. Okay, so again, what are we getting today? We have a green dot here on XRP. So this is a place where we would be looking to take action. This is a place where we would be looking to take a position. We're even on the 4-year average. Okay, I talked about this yesterday, and I pretty much talk about it in every video. How do we know we're getting a fair price? We have to look. Wow, I'm sorry. That snuck up on me there. We have to look at the mean, at the average. Okay, the average that we like to use here is that blue line. That's the 4-year moving average. So if you're way up off the average and buying it like the majority of retail was up here, right? You're buying it at a 67% premium off of that line. When you're into the line, that's how we know we're getting a fair price. Okay, that's how we know that the price is fair. Okay, if it's below the line, kind of like Ethereum is right now. All right, if you look at Ethereum, okay, we're below the mean. So you're actually getting a discount on Ethereum. Right, so XRP looks good, man. You got the signal, so we got to be buyers, right? It doesn't matter what we think or how we feel or what the news is saying. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Donald Trump stated it doesn't matter. None of it matters. It's all just noise. It's here now and gone tomorrow, right? And then it's something else new. This happens very rarely, guys. I'm telling you, once a year, once maybe twice a year. Okay, so again, you had the opportunity to buy XRP right here at 190. You're getting another opportunity to buy it right here at 145. Something in the trading rules that will also tell you is, hey, you never want to exceed more than 2.5% of your total portfolio on one trade. Look to average down if the position declines by 20% or more. Okay, so if you entered on that first green dot here on XRP, guess what? You're down 20%. Guess what are we doing? We're buying more. We're not buying here to panic sell down here. we're buying here, buying more here. And then when the wave comes back up here, like it did in January back here and right here in August, and gives us a red dot, that is where we take profits. Again, this was calling the top up here at 330 to 350. This is when retail wants to buy, okay? This is when everyone's jacked up, having a good time right up here, okay? We don't want to buy up in this area. We want to buy when things are bad, no one's excited, right? And right now, I think we're coming up out of despair. I think we're returning to the mean. So, again, you're either buying when people are excited or you're buying when people are in distress. Okay, you have to be the decision maker. Okay, and we use indicators to tell when people are fearful and when people are greedy. When this thing is down here below the white line, that means we've had a really nasty pullback. Okay, we've had a really nasty pullback on XRP since July. Okay, these people that were excited up here are no longer excited because they bought at 350, and now they're down 60%. They were down 67% off their buy. So no one ever wants to sit through this. I don't want to sit through it. So how do we avoid sitting through a dip like that? Okay, we simply look at the indicator. If it's down here, we know we've capitulated. Okay, that blue wave being down here below the white line tells us that capitulation has happened. Okay, it's gone down. It's down at least 50% from the top. That's what I like to look for. Okay, I define capitulation as a 50% drop from the previous high. So if you come up here in August and you use this tool on the side called the long position tool, okay, you click it and then you click on the top. So the top was 368 and I can go all the way down to the bottom. That's a 69% drop. We're currently down 60% from where the price is now, but we did hit $1.11 down here, right? But if this number is below 50%, or if it's above 50%, that, in my definition, and some people might even agree with me, is capitulation. A 50% pullback from the top, okay? Because if XRP, if you drop 50% and go back up, right, if we go back up to $3 on XRP from right where we're sitting, right, you're talking about a 100% move. If it goes back to all-time highs, which right here, and hopefully you're buying projects and companies that you think are going higher over the next 5 to 10 years, you believe they're going to go back to their all-time highs and maybe even go higher. That's 150% from where we're sitting on XRP right now. So I like it a lot. I mean, it's not my favorite crypto. I personally would rather buy things like Ethereum and Chainlink, but XRP's a cult, man, and it has a green dot. So again, there's never been a better time to buy than right now. What else we got? Do we get an average line? Yeah, when you click on this link over here in the trading indicator tab, you get all my indicators, right? You get them all. So it's pretty much, you're getting my entire trading layout. So you get all the red and green dots, the MACD, the moving averages, the Fibonacci that we use that you'll learn about in the course. I teach everything in that free course. I go over every single indicator, what it means, and how to use it inside of that trading course. So again, if you click on this link, you get everything. It's set up, all the settings are correct, everything is set up exactly how I have it. So again, your screen will look exactly like my screen here. Wow, Polkadot's up 30% today, dude. We're not stopping. Look at Uniswap up 23%. Absolutely wild. I see one for Lewis in the chat for H-bar. H-bar. Let's check H-bar real quick. Oops. H-bar's doing great. I mean, it had the green dot. This came 2 weeks ago at around 9 cents. You're already up 10, 13%. And yeah, I mean, it's pushing up right now. So we're still buyers. We're still holders. As long as the dot is green, we are bullish bias. If we flip a red dot, that's where we have to make a decision to either set a stop loss or take a position. I don't know what I ate, dude, but I'm burping like crazy right now. That's my bad. Yeah, so I mean, we're still buyers of H-bar. H-bar hasn't really taken off like some of these other names yet, but it's looking good. I like it. Again, we're buyers as long as the dot is green. Hopefully you got in right here at 9 cents when we got the signal. And some of you were asking, did the indicator predict this move today? Well, if you come here to the weekly alert section, okay, you could see that all these signals, okay, you had one on Chainlink, you had one on Polkadot, you had one on Uniswap, you had one on Ray, you had one on the Total 3, SEI, Bitcoin, SUI. These all came on the 22nd, guys. This was 3 days ago. Okay, this was 3 days ago at 4 p.m. This was on Sunday at 4 p.m. All these signals came in here. Okay, every single one of them. So you've had 3 days to be buying these names. Okay, and a lot of the time when the signal comes, people will just, be uncertain. We obviously just got one from Ethereum today. But the good thing about these signals is they're not day trades. These are 6-month signals, folks, meaning we're going to be waiting 1 to 6 months, okay? I say 1 to 6 because you can't really ever tell, right? We might run up really fast in a month and there'll be a place to take profits. It might take 30 days. It might take 60. It might take 6 months. I don't know, right? But our typical time frame is for 1 to 6 months out. So if you're seeing one pop here on Ethereum, that means the move's just getting started. That doesn't mean that, right, that we're going to go straight up tomorrow and be up here at 4,000. I hope that's the case, but right, there's no way to really tell a time frame. Everyone wants to ask me about a time frame. 1 to 6 months is our time frame from when you get the signal. Again, this one came on Ethereum back here in April at 1,500. It topped out at 5,000 right here in August. So that was a 5-month hold from here to here. If you bought here and sold here, this was still a 100% move. That was 100% from there to there. Okay, you doubled your money right there if you bought that signal and sold there. If you kept holding, boom, you made 215%. So again, we're just playing the signals, folks. We're not doing anything fancy here. This isn't rocket science. Okay, we're just using data. We're not using emotion or Jim Cramer or Donald Trump or anybody like that. We focus on the data. Everything we do here is based off of these 3 things: logic, data, and discipline. Okay, you guys know that. The ones that have been around for a while, logic is the strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you need to get one. You can use ours or you can come up with your own. The data is what we see on the charts, the red and green dots, the moving averages, the MACD, right, the RSI. And the discipline is just to stick to what we say we're going to do, right? When you don't stick to what you say you're going to do, you begin to distrust yourself. Okay, I'm not just talking about trading, but in life, right? If you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to go to the gym today, and you don't go, you feel like a piece of crap. And you know what else happens? You subconsciously begin to distrust yourself. So discipline is a biblical teaching, is a biblical term. Okay, and we have to be disciplined, not just in trading, but in life in general, in the way we conduct ourselves, in the way we eat, in the way we work out, in the way we treat others, in the way we nurture our relationships. Discipline, folks. Discipline. Stick to the plan. Don't sway off. Don't chase the shiny objects. Okay? We don't do that. We just simply look at the data. And the other big thing is patience, right? You need patience to let the trade play out. Okay? A lot of people are buying today. We could come back down here to 2,000 tomorrow on Ethereum, and all the bears will be out of their caves again going, oh my gosh, I told you. But again, this is for 1 to 6 months out. So this signal, talk to me in August. Okay, we got March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 6 months from now. So if you want to measure whether or not this signal is correct, talk to me in August. Check back in August, and we'll have a conversation. Chainlink popping off like crazy. Yep, I love it, man. Chainlink is my largest position, and I mean, again, I don't think the majority of retail knows what's about to happen. We could definitely do this for a little bit here. We could go sideways like this for a little bit, which would be very boring, right? We could just go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But ultimately, we're just waiting until we get back up here, right? That's what we're doing. Okay, we're giving it 6 months to go from here to here, meaning from here to up here. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, we can't say whether the signal was accurate. We can't even say if these signals were accurate right here in December, because it's only been a month. That was the end of December, by the way, December 29th. So we technically can count that as January. But it's been a month and a half since this signal came. So if we think Chainlink's going to 30, it's really not going to matter if we bought here at 12 or if we bought down here at 7 or 8 or wherever you bought it. Right? It really won't matter if it goes back to 30. You're not going to care. Right, if you bought here and bought here, great. But if you just bought here and you think it's going to 30, I mean, you're still going to make 150%. This dip was unprecedented. I mean, this is a nasty, nasty capitulation dip here. And anyone still adding to their position or holding is, I think, going to be very, very happy here in the next 1 to 6 months from now. So look at these frickin' prices, dude. Holy cow. We got DOT, the biggest winner. Oh, no, Circle, the biggest winner on the day. Let's go to the watch list here. Yeah, Circle, DOT, APT. Wow. That's wild, man. Just a beautiful move today. Congratulations to everyone that didn't give up or go chase something else. Congratulations. Yeah, all the info on the indicators is over here in the trading indicator tab. You guys can download my whole layout over here. All the info's there. So go check that link. This is a chart request video. So what else you guys got? Anything else? Any other chart requests from the chat? Let's go hit some here from the Discord. This one looks good. It looks like this one's bottoming here at 110. It's a pretty nice candle here today on alts. This is like a altcoin holding company. So if altcoins go up, this is obviously going to go up as well. Just want to see the signal on that one. CIOG, this is Coinbase ETF, a Coinbase 2x levered ETF. It's popping. Again, we got this at the beginning of the week on Monday. And again, we got the receipts over here on Coinbase. Coinbase came right here at 6:30 a.m. on Monday. Okay, that was Monday at 6:30 a.m. Okay, again, right here in the weekly alerts. If you guys don't have the indicator, you guys can check the alerts over here in the Discord. Coin is showing a weekly a green dot on the weekly chart. That came on Monday. It's Wednesday. Boom. This thing's up. How big is this up today? This is up like 15% today or something. Just a massive move. Just a ripper. Just ripping, dude. Okay, I love it. Coinbase looks phenomenal. Okay, time to buy back here in April, right? 150 all the way up here to 450. That was a monster gain. Again, you get like one time a year, folks. One time a year is all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get here, folks. One time. You had it right here in 2024, rip. You had it right here in 2025, rip. You're getting it right here in 2026. Don't sleep. Spartans! Prepare for glory! You love to see it, man. So, Coinbase, yeah, I'm a buyer of. Absolutely buyer. Been a buyer since Monday. Dot has the green dot here as well. So, Dot looks like it's bottoming right there at about around a buck. Again, that's got to be a buy right now. Okay, even up 32%, we're trusting the signal that we're going much, much higher than where we're at right now. Dot looks good. We got Filecoin. Filecoin also has the signal down here. So if you like Filecoin, Filecoin's chart's pretty nasty. But again, it is given the signal. So if you like Filecoin up here at $1.10, looks phenomenal. Kava, just ripping here. So again, your time to buy Kava was right here in November at 47. You had another opportunity to buy it right here at 60. Both of those buys are in profit. Even these are in profit if you bought right there around 75. Okay, and it's ripping. So that's a nice breakout there. Beautiful breakout. I'd be looking at the daily here, targeting around 120 to 140. If you guys are familiar with our sell strategy, where we sell, or where we like to sell is when we get a red dot in the red zone. So you can see that came back there in February 2025, and the thing just absolutely went to the floor. Okay, so that's part of our selling strategy. You guys will learn that in the free trading course in the Discord. So our target's always up here in the red zone between 120 and 140. I'd be looking for a red dot here on the daily or the weekly to take profits on this one. Litecoin from the chat. Now get those chart requests in the chat, folks. Get them in, get them in, get them in. This one, again, signal came when? Last week. Last week on the 16th. So you were buying right here at 53. It's up 14%. It's up big this week. Really nice move. Litecoin, again, bouncing right down here at the lows. Okay, at the lows. We bounced here in 2023. We bounced here in 2024. Very likely that we could bounce again here in 2026 around this $50 to $60 level. I like Litecoin a lot. What else we got? I'm convinced you just ignore me. LOL, I asked for virtual in every video. Never do it. Cool, man. Well, you can cry about it or you can keep putting it in the chat. I'll go ahead and hit it for you. This one's got a green dot. So yeah, it's looking good here above 45 cents there. As long as 45 cents holds, that dot remains valid. Okay, you can see it has major support down here at this 45 cent level. SUI. Notice there's a lot of people that request charts. So if I don't see yours, either keep putting it in the chat or hit that join button on the video and become a YouTube Spartan. I take the requests from our Spartans over obviously non-Spartans here. So Chris will be next with SEI there in the chat. SUI's at $1, guys. So you guys know I bought this right here at $1.30. I said I'd buy down here again if it hits $1. Well, guess what we're getting the green dot at? What price? We're getting it at the dollar spot. So, great place to average down on SUI. I like my position right now between SUI and CETUS. I'm pretty good on SUI and CETUS. So I don't think I'll be adding to SUI here myself, but it does look very good here with the green dot. Chris for SEI. SEI looks good. It's got the dot down here at 7 cents, looking beautiful. Okay, I mean it is in a downtrend. You got to admit that. Okay, but I'd be looking for this thing. You see how it pops back into that white line? That's the yearly moving average. So I'd be a buyer down here at 7 cents, and I'd be targeting up here at around 20. Slow Train says, I like that. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth from get-rich-quick schemes quickly disappears. Wealth from hard work grows over time. I would add in hard work and discipline. Discipline is needed. Discipline is, you could be the hardest working person out there, right? But if you're not working smart, if you're not remaining disciplined and true to the word of the good Lord, then it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. Getting rich quick, being hasty, right? That is not a good thing. Coveting, wanting it to happen right now, right? In God's time, it will happen, folks. In God's time, it will happen. You got to be patient. You got to be disciplined. You got to stay dialed in, baby. Uniswap, given the signal here. Okay, this one's popping off as well. This looks phenomenal. I've been talking about Uni for a couple weeks now. Again, we've been back at these lows from 2022 and 2023. Okay, that is called support, support, support. Well, we're sitting at the same price right now. The bottom, to me, looks in right there at 290 for Uniswap. This one looks good. I do have a position on that. I like that 22% move today. Looking for that one to pop back up to at least $9 from here. What else we got? BMNR. BMNR has the signal today. So this is an Ethereum treasury company. So when Ethereum goes up, this thing goes up. To me, the bottom looks like it's in right there at 17. You got the signal here this week. So I would be a buyer of BMNR. This is freaking huge, dude. There's so many beautiful signals going on here, man. You love to see it, man. Praise the Lord. God will provide. That is right. That is correct. Always does and always will, man. He is faithful. He's with us through everything, through the bad times and the good times, man. It's easy to praise God when everything's going good, right? When everything's just, everything's flying. Portfolios are up. You're having you're having a great time. Things are happening. You got the job promotion. Yeah, everything's good, man. But when those bad times come, when you lose that job, when you lose that relationship, right? When the markets are going down, right? Someone does something to you that pisses you off, right? Still got to praise him. Still got to praise him. Okay? Bible doesn't say, hard times aren't going to come. Okay? Read the story of Joseph, of Job, of pretty much anybody in the Bible. I mean, life ain't easy, man. But it's in the pit, right? It's in the pit. It's when you're going through those hard times, right? That's when character is defined. Because if you quit when times get hard, when things get tough, right? When everything's going against you, if that's when you quit, that just explains your character. You're a quitter. I always say there's no such thing as winners and losers. There's winners and quitters. That's it. There's no loser. You're a loser if you quit. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. So I love you guys, man. I'm so thankful for this community, dude. And I just want to reiterate, like, this channel is not about me and what I'm doing or you, okay? It's about all of us working together, okay? This is church, baby. Okay, what up? What up? The Spartan army, man. We're an army. We move as a unit. Okay, we're here to help each other, to lift each other up. Okay, to share ideas, to agree to disagree. Okay, if you think the market's going up and someone thinks it's going down, that's fine. That's what makes the market. There's bulls and there's bears. Okay, there's nothing wrong with someone else having a different opinion than you. Okay, you have to be fully convinced in your mind that whatever you're doing for the right reasons. Okay, you're not doing it to get rich quick or anything like that. You're doing it to glorify God. RNDR, that thing's bouncing. Okay, beautiful. This looks good. We had a double bottom right there at 110. Robinhood just listed these guys, so that gives this project some legitimacy. I'm looking for the green dot here this week. That looks like it's going to come. It hasn't came yet, but with all the other ones that we've gotten over the last, I don't even know how many days. Look at this. Pepe went off, others, Ethereum, Bonk, Algorand, Solana, ETH BTC. That's a huge one right there. That's a big one right there. ENA, XRP, all those went off today. CRO, okay? We've had a few over the last couple of days, okay? Back here on Sundays when we got the majority of them. Okay, this was on Sunday. We get new crypto candles every Sunday, so that's why you see a bunch of them come in on Sunday night. So, again, if it's normally when everything's, like if one or two are giving it to you, it's kind of like a false signal. But if you're getting like all of them, right, Polkadot, Chainlink, Doge, Trump, Near, XLM, Trump Coin, Pinlink, Filecoin, AVAX, ZBC, when you're getting a ton of these, okay, that's when it's more convincing because it's not just one or two. You're literally getting like 30 different signals, right? You're getting a ton of them popping off. And crypto markets move together. So if your name doesn't have a green dot yet, it is very likely that you're going to see one in the next 1 to 3 weeks, okay? Very likely you're going to see it because look at the big ones. Look at Solana here, dude. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, wow. Oh! You love to see it, man. You just love to see it, dude. Again, folks, you get one time a year for this to happen. I cannot drill that into your heads enough. One time a year. Go back to 2023, okay? 2023, time to buy was October or September. Time to buy here in 2024, September. Time to buy here in 2025, what was that? April. Time to buy here in 2026, February. Folks, this is it, man. You get one shot a year. That's all you get. That's it. That's it. To buy at stupidly cheap prices. Stupidly cheap prices. Okay, the big money, the smart money, they don't make any money by letting everything go to zero, by letting everybody get crushed. Aerodrome, dude. Someone just requested it. Oh, this looks so good, dude. I can't get over how good these charts look, guys. I mean, we made it, man. We made it. I mean, you guys sat through the worst of it. Okay, the worst thing that can happen now is we go sideways. I don't think we break these lows. You can see we bounced right here at 27 cents. This was back in April. We bounced at the same exact level. Okay, this literally the same level. That's called a double bottom. Okay, if you don't know what a double bottom is, go look it up on Google or ChatGPT. Okay, a double bottom is where you pull back, you bounce, and then you pull back again, and you bounce at the same level. That is a technical. It is a bullish technical pattern. On top of that, we have green dots. So Aerodrome, I told you guys a couple days ago, this one and CRO are literally my two favorite picks that are not in my portfolio. Okay, if I were to buy anything that I don't already have in my portfolio that we covered on Monday in the crypto space, okay, I would be buying CRO and Aerodrome. Both of those look really good. And again, this signal came last week. That came at 30 cents. You're already up 25% from the signal. You're already up 25% if you bought here in February of last week, okay, on the 16th. So that looks really good. That looks really, really good. Render recovered. STX, yeah, I mean, this one still has its monthly. STX is a buy here, a buy and a hold, okay? Looking for this wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. Solana we just covered. Again, beautiful setup here. I think the bottom's in right here at 67. That was the low from 3 weeks ago, okay, after the big liquidation dip. But look at that beautiful candle here, folks. Whew, man. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. Sui, we covered Sui already. Okay, yeah, got the signal. Got the signal down here. The bottom is in for Sui, in my opinion, right there at 79 cents. Or, sorry, 79 cents. Yeah, that's what I said. 79 cents is the bottom for Sui. Okay, so congratulations if you got in around 80 or 90. But $1 is the price I was looking to average down. I don't want to average down on Sui. I already have a massive position on Sui. So I have no need to buy more. Okay, it looks beautiful. I mean, it's just, it doesn't get any better than this, folks. It doesn't get any better. Pyth. P-Y-F, Pyth. Okay, this is Chainlink's competitor. it's still green as well. So again, that gave you the signal right there a couple weeks ago at around 4 to 5 cents. Okay, we're sitting at about just under 6 right now. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm still a buyer of this name. I'm holding it. I think I bought it around 6 cents. So I'm down a little bit on my position. Not down much though, so no reason for me to average down. Okay, just waiting for that wave to come back up here and give us a red dot. What else we got? Aerodrome Finance, we already covered that. I think you were the one that requested that actually, Jason. Would you buy more Link now or wait for a pullback? I bought Link 3 days ago. I bought Link when that signal popped up. So, again, I got the receipts over here. Okay, I try to be as transparent as possible with you guys. Bought more Chainlink here off the weekly alert. That was 2 days ago on Monday. So that was down here at around $8. It's now almost back to 10. But I don't think it's too late. It just depends on how far out your time frame is. I think the bottom is in at 7. We could pull all the way back to 7. It's very possible, but I'm going into it with the mindset of like, hey, we're not going to break 7. If 7 breaks, we'll go down to 6. We'll buy more at 6. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, the dot is showing up. It showed up on Sunday, so you had about 3 days to buy before we had this move up here, okay? But I think this thing's going to 30 to 50 bucks. Maybe even there's people calling for $100. I mean, if it goes to $100, it's a 10x from where we sit. I think 940 is a stupid price. My average is somewhere around like $10 now since I bought more 2 days ago. So I bought here and I bought more down here, okay? So if I'm buying at 12 and buying at 8, my average is right here around 10, right? We call that dollar cost averaging. Okay, we're not buying here to sell here. We're buying here, buying more here, selling up here when we get our signal. Algorand's got the signal too. Again, this thing's been in a nasty downtrend as well, but you are getting the signal there, so we'd be a buyer of Algo here. Render, RNDER, we already covered this one. Turbo's got the green dot as well. So again, we're buyers. Hopefully, this is a meme coin, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully you guys are buying good quality assets and not meme coins or fart coins or butt coins. We want to buy good quality projects. I like charts that are going up and to the right. Okay, you see how this chart's going down and to the right? That doesn't mean we can't bounce here, but if you look at something like Ethereum, this chart is up and to the right. Up and to the right. Okay, some of these charts are just down and to the right. That just shows that there's not a lot of buyers, not a lot of people excited. So I want to buy good quality projects. Chainlink and Ethereum and Sui, all very good, up and to the right. Okay, look for that on your chart. You want to buy names that are up and to the right, making higher lows. We bounced here at 46. Now we're bouncing at 77. Okay, higher, up and to the right, not down and to the right, up and to the right. LCX. Down here at the lows as well from 2023. So you're buying this at the cheapest price since 2023. That was 3 years ago. Okay, this thing looks like the bottom's in right there at 4 cents. You got the signal there a couple weeks ago. I'd watch for that one to break out here too. What else we got? RR. What is RR doing? Stupid news. I got stopped out on this one. We're getting down here into buy territory though, so I'd like this more at $2. I just wait for the signal. They had that news. They released a partnership with Microsoft, and then Microsoft said, oh, nope, that's not true. And then their stock just completely plummeted. That was unbelievable. That was some bad luck right there. I'll tell you what. We were right underneath that one. But $2 is the true support for this. I'd wait for the signal there on RR. And your other one was HIMS. So I actually re-entered HIMS here. So I sold at, I believe I sold at around 18. So I re-entered again here at 16. This thing's just beaten up. I mean, it's got a very interesting business model. They're getting sued. They lost their #1 product. They released their earnings, but you could see that green candle this week. That means buyers are stepping in. So I took a small position on this just in case they do recover. Like if they do figure it out and recover and go back to 70, this thing's going to print. So I took a small position. I might look to add to it if we go lower and get a green dot here, but I think the bottom looks like it's in there on HIMS at 14. Okay, I think the stock's been beaten up enough. I mean, it's down from literally $70 all the way down here to 14 is an 80% drop. So all the retail's out of HIMS now, right? They're panicked, they're sold, they're gone, right? I started a position right here at 30. Got crushed on the news that they were getting sued and that they were not able to sell their #1 product anymore. Again, that happens. Black swan events can happen where some type of news comes out and it screws you. But now that it's down here, I mean, I'm just taking a stab at it because I do think they have a very interesting business model, and I literally just bought that right before the stream. So I'm actually playing HIMZ, HIMZ. So I took a small position. You can see it only makes up about 1.5% of my portfolio, but it is a 2x levered. So that needs to be multiplied by 2. Okay, so really it's like almost a 3% position if you think about it with a 2x leverage. So playing it small, again, if that thing recovers and goes back to 70, that position is going to be worth a lot of money. So I like HIMZ down here. Wait for the green dot if you want to remain disciplined. Down 80%. I think the stock's been hit bad enough. If we can get this video, guys, on the live to 150 likes here on the live, I'll do an XRP giveaway. I'll give away 100 XRP here to somebody. If we can get to 150 likes on this stream before we sign off, we got 192 people watching right now, 192 Spartans in the building. We got about 70 likes, so another 80 likes, and I will be giving away 100 XRP to somebody in the comments, in the chat. XRP is currently sitting at around 146 at the moment. And we did cover that. We covered H-bar as well. H-bar is looking good here too. Got the signal. We covered SEI. That looks good. What else we got? I see one for Soxel. Soxel's too high. Again, our time to buy Soxel was down here in April. We called this out at $7. It's up 10x since that time. So I wouldn't be buying this. You could day trade it if you want to, but as a long-term investor, we're not looking to buy when the wave's up here. We want to buy when it's down here, when things are bad, when things are terrible. We don't want to buy when things are going straight up. Okay, great time to day trade when that's happening, but ultimately we want to buy when things are beat up. Okay, like the majority of these altcoins are. All right, I think altcoins are literally going to be the #1 performing sector in the market here. We want to buy down here. Okay, if you would have bought Soxel down here in April of 2025, you'd be really happy right now. You're up 10x on whatever you put in. So I'm more of a seller on that one. I know it can go higher, but I'd be taking profits here. We got SoFi. Again, SoFi, we need the signal. Okay, look where the wave is, right? That means we've pulled back quite a bit, right? We pulled back pretty close to 50%, not quite though. So SoFi, we just want to keep that. We want to keep that discipline and wait for that green dot there on. We want to wait for that green dot there on SoFi. What'd you say about Fubo? I took a position on Fubo yesterday. Look at that drop. I mean, this thing is just nasty. They actually have really good earnings too. I mean, they make about $1 billion. You can see how their earnings are increasing year over year. They had a really profitable quarter this quarter, and they just got beat up. So I actually have Fubo. I actually use it. I think it's one of the best when it comes to watching sports. But 110 is the level I'm watching. I mean, that's where we bounced right here in June. So I took a position on this. I believe it was yesterday, right here. I played the $5 call. So I played a $5 option for 2028. Okay, 2028 was the option. So this is like 2 years out, right? In 2 years, I think it's going back to 5. Just because look at their earnings. They're beating. And they actually announced a partnership with Disney as well. So again, massive capitulation here from 5 down to $1. I like it down here at $1. Ondo, A-O-N-D-O, O-N-D-O, 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 O-O-O-O. Ondo's good, man. It got the signal 2 weeks ago, right down here at like 24. Okay, we put in that double bottom right there at 20 cents. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, looks good. The bottom to me looks like 20 cents. I don't think that one's going lower than 20. So again, we're not selling until the wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot. We're still in planting territory. Again, planting season is down here. Harvesting season is up here. If we look at ourselves as farmers, we're planting our seeds in the ground down here. We're buying every week, every day, whatever it is. Okay, and then when it comes up here, when we have our big move and we get that macro move higher, okay, that is when we're looking to take profits. Rice says, found your channel on X, been watching for a while. I'm liking your channel. Thanks, bro. Welcome, dude. X has been one of my favorite social media platforms lately. There is a lot going on X. I don't necessarily like scrolling, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely getting some reach out there. So welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome. We're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here on YouTube, and the replay is always posted. If you guys missed the stream, you guys can always come over here to the latest tab, and you could watch all the past live streams over here. Okay, so everything gets posted over there. They're also on YouTube. Obviously, you can go to the YouTube page, but the Discord's the place to be, man. The Discord's where the community is. If you guys are a member of the Discord, it's literally $4 a month to join. $4 a month, less than a Starbucks coffee a month to get access to the trade alerts, the watch list, literally everything we do. Our member chat. I mean, we have almost 4,000 people over here as members. I think we have around 24,000 total people in the Discord and about 4,000 members. So if you guys want to be a member and join the chat, I mean, we're always online over here in the Discord. YouTube, obviously I'm live every day, but only for like an hour or two. So if you want to join the chat and connect with other like-minded individuals, other like-minded Spartans, you guys can click on this link right here in the Become a Member tab and join the chat and pretty much get access to everything we do here at Overkill Trading. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this at $4 a month. But yeah, I just want to make it accessible to everybody, man. And again, we're all about community here. This isn't about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together, all of us sharing information, all of us making up our own minds with what's in front of us, right? The data is what we go off of, not emotion, not what Twitter says, just the data, folks. What else we got? Plume. Plume's got a big fat green candle there on the weekly. I'm liking that. Okay, dipped all the way to 9 cents, got sucked right back up. It got sucked right back up. You got a big fat daily candle here too, so I like Plume. I think the fundamentals of this name are very strong. They're really big in the real world asset industry, so I bought mine around, I can't remember where I bought. I think I bought around like a penny and a half. I think I bought like around a penny and a half right here off the dot. Okay, and obviously the market went down over the last month or two. So down here, I'd be looking to average down. I'd be looking to buy more. But I'm pretty happy with my position on Plume. I think it's going back to at least 7 cents. Okay, it's sitting literally less than a penny right now. Chris says Flay, F-L-A-Y. This looks like a newer project. It's got the red dot right there around 5 cents. It's back at 3. A little too new of a project for me, but I just watched that low right there at 2 cents. I see one for XCN. XCN doesn't have the signal yet. Okay, it does not have the signal yet, but the daily is flashing here. This thing's looking really good at 5 cents. I think my average on this is around 4.5 or 0.004. Target's up here at like 2 cents. I'm just staking mine. I'm staking and earning on XCN, but this thing should follow the rest of the market. If Ethereum explodes, XCN should explode as well. What else we got? DOT. Boom. Got the green dot right there at 120. We're ripping up to 160 here. Okay. Looks beautiful. So if you bought, right here at 180, you could buy again down here at 160. You could average down on your position if you'd like. But again, this thing looks like it's going back to $557. Looking good. Again, buying down here, selling up here. We got to be patient and wait for this season to come. Oh, man. What else we got? XCN, we covered. CPNG, how'd that one do on earnings? CPNG. They got earnings, what's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow. They have earnings tomorrow. So, yeah, as long as this holds $16, it looks good. But earnings, anything can happen, right? They could totally miss their earnings and keep going down. As long as $16 holds, though, I like this. I like this name. Big pullback. That's what we like. It's got the signal. So yeah, we'd be buyers right here based on the technicals. I don't know too much about the company. I heard they're like an e-commerce website for, I think, like in Korea or something. Degenerate Speculator. Great name, dude. Pullback areas for BTC and H-bar breakout, retest, etc. Bitcoin is giving, well, it was giving a signal there for a second. We did get that pop off, but the level you want to watch on Bitcoin is 59, 60,000. As long as we can maintain that level and either just go sideways here or just absolutely break out to the upside, everything's fine. I think the bottom's in right there at 60. And we're sitting right on the 4-year average right now. So the 4-year average is normally a great place to look to add, right? If you want to go long in a position, the average price over 4 years. Okay, if that breaks down, you just simply look to add to your position at a lower price. So I like Bitcoin here. Okay, it did have a green dot show up this week. It did fade away, so a dot is not confirmed until it closes, but the level you want to watch right here is 60. And if we break out over like 80, it's game on. We're going to all-time highs if Bitcoin can reclaim 80,000. And you said H bar as well. We already covered this one, but I'm watching 7 cents. 7 cents looks like the bottom. Again, we got the signal 2 weeks ago, right here at 9 cents. You're already up about 20% from where that signal came. So now you're just letting it ride. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. As long as it's red, we're bearish. So if you get a red dot, that's when you can think about selling your H bar. But as long as it's green, you should be holding strong here. P-Sky, P-S-K-Y. They got earnings after hours. You should see their earnings be released in 30 minutes. So expecting a big move off their earnings. I don't know what they're going to do here. But I do have a small position on this company as well. Because, again, we're down here at support. I think they're looking to buy Warner Bros., which is WDB, which is another media company, or WBD. So Netflix and Paramount are currently in a bidding war with against Warner Bros. So I'm not sure how that will affect their stock, but again, technically it looks like a great time to be buying here on P-Sky. What about Snap? Yeah, Snap's still looking good. I still really like Snapchat. It doesn't have its signal yet, okay, but it is sitting literally at an 8-year low, or I'm sorry, a 10-year low, the lowest price in 10 years since back here in 2018. Came down and tapped it, okay? Just looking for the signal now to confirm that this is going to be the bottom. But there is a very good chance that we bounce here just based on the data. This is where the big buyers stepped in last time. It hit $4.90 and went all the way up to $80. So I'm still holding my Snap. And again, that's a long position for me. It's like I have options for like 2 years out. So I'm looking for a bounce either back here to 8 or up here to around 12 to 14. It could even go higher. So I still really, really like Snap here. The William said, I can't believe DOT got to 110. I know, that's wild. How much of my bag do I let go on a red dot? It just depends. Normally on a red dot, I'll set a stop loss. Or I'll short. Sometimes the whole thing, sometimes half. It just really depends on what the market's doing and how I feel about the market. What else we got? Still got quite a few names here. Let me just pick a few here. I got PayPal here. PayPal's still looking good. They had that rumor that Stripe's going to buy them out. Again, it's just a rumor. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But that had a big move this week, and again, it has the green dot. So what that green dot's telling us is that, hey, this level right here is the bottom at 38. So we'll see how they respond to that rumor. Again, if it turns out not to be true, I still think this thing's going to go up just because, simply put, we are literally at a 8-year low down here. This is the lowest price in 8 years, so it's still looking very, very good. PD, the pinch play working perfect. That has upside to 815 with a low PE of 4. Keeps climbing all day. The highs is smart not to sell, to hold and ride up and make money. PD, Pegger Duty. Wow, that thing is beaten up, dude. But it does have a green dot, like you said. They have pretty good earnings. I mean, they're green. They don't make that much money, but yeah, it looks like it's trying to bounce right there at $6. Coinbase, we already covered. That's a buy. We got the signal on Monday, and it's up like, what, 10, 12% already? Okay, we had this signal come on Monday. So the bottom looks like it's in for Coinbase right there at 139, 140. Polygon, POL. That thing looks good. Looks like the bottom's in here. You got the green dot last week. So you were buying right there around 10. You're already up 17%. Looks like the bottom's in right there at 8 cents. Covered Ondo. I think we covered Filecoin. What else? AMD had a nice pop yesterday. Again, just not in our buying territory. We were calling out AMD down here at 80 to 90 bucks. Up here at 200, not so hot, right? Doesn't fit our strategy. We want to buy when stuff is really beaten up. Netflix had a nice move today, though. Netflix had a really nice move. That green dot came back here in December at around 90. It's at 82, so you're down like 8% from here. But it does look like it's reversing right off that 200-day, dude. I think if Netflix pulls back tomorrow or on Friday, I'm gonna look to buy it. 75 looks like the bottom for it, though. 75 looks like a big bottom for it. And that's all I see, folks. So that's it for today. We're going to be live again tomorrow, knocking out more of these chart requests. Make sure you tune in for that. We're live anywhere around 11 to 2 p.m., somewhere in there. I always post about an hour before I go live. You guys will be alerted over here in the Discord under the latest tab when that happens. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Looks like we got to about 120 likes. If we can get to 300 on the replay by tomorrow, meaning we get this video to 300. If you guys are watching the replay, you can smash the like. I'll give away 100 XRP over here inside the Discord, just like we have over the last few weeks. So smash the like if you guys got some value. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate you guys' conversation and all your requests. Folks, buckle up. It's going to be a real good year. The Lord's going to bless us. We have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. All the praise, all the glory goes to Him. I pray that all of you have a great evening and that you get out there and get it done, folks. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.